When did you come home?
Uh, Actually, VJ Day, like I say, I was down in Alabama going to B-29 school, and we all went into town and we just had a ball. And I didn't get home until actually, I think it was April of the following year when I did.
Oh, really?
By the time I got out of the
7 months later.
A big party.
Oh, that was a big part.
Yeah. That was,
When he sobered up, he went home.
Yeah. What? How long did it take you to get back?
To get back,
Yeah.
After VE Day.
Or VE.
well, the VE Day, I finished taking these shot up B-17s back to England, and then I sat around for quite a while, and they got a war worried to bring it home, and I don't know, I guess I was about a month before I got home, and taking the airplane back and so forth. VJ Day, I was home on furlough when they dropped
cool.
the atomic bomb,
Oh, really?
and the war ended.
You think that? Yeah, that's all I need to do. Oh, thank you. Oh, you want?
Did you get number?
Oh, number 9. Yeah, I got number 9. Oh, do you belong to any veteran organizations or associations?
Air Force Association.
Or Air Force.
Yeah.
Do you go to any reunions?
What-
Do you
Well, we don't have anything here. I would go if they had a facility here, but the Air Force Association has a unit up at Edwards, and that's a little far for me to go to go to a meeting. So I used to go up there, but I don't go anymore because it's just too far for me to travel
I've
at my
never
age.
joined any of the organizations.
Oh, okay.
Well, the Air Force, we had to just join it, take the magazines.
Yeah.
Otherwise, American Legion, none of that I ever belonged to.
Of course, they are a member of the Confederate Air Force, now the
Yeah.
Commemorative Air
Yeah.
Force, which restores and maintains World War II aircraft.
Oh, really?
So
Do you
they're
guys work
taking-
on them, or?
That's what you see out here. All these are World War II based aircraft.
What about number 6?
And these guys have been integral in keeping them flying and restored over the last 30 years.
Do you ever fly them, or?
Yeah, Bill
Used to.
Bill
Used to.
I go up and we got C-46 up there. I should be the crew chief on that. We'd go up in that. But
There's one of our airplanes up there. Well, this is the
there's a whole bunch of them up
Yeah,
there.
they're all around the
We flew
office.
the C-46, and then the yellow SNJ there. I flew those for years
Oh, really?
with
That's cool.
Confederate Air Force.
That's a 4 engine?
Just a single engine.
Single
It was a
engine?
single engine advanced trainer. That is here, still here.
Yeah, there's a
Still
couple
here.
out on the ramp right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, 290.
Yeah, you go out,
290.
you go out and take pictures of that.
You guys are that number 6 there.
Number 6. What were you doing during the war? Like, for example, like what were your jobs, or what do you have?
Well, like I say, I was a crew chief or a mechanic
Uh-huh.
on a P-47, and my job was just keep the airplane, service and everything for flying,
Uh-huh.
and did all the maintenance on it. It had to be done.
Yeah. You didn't see combat, you said, right?
I wasn't in combat, no.
Okay, and can you tell me about the most memorable experience?
Well, yeah.
That doesn't mean Saturday night.
I remember one time, like I say, I don't know, I gotta explain, the P-47, which that airplane, that's almost exactly the same as the airplane I had. It was a big, round engine, had a 2800 engine in there, Pratt & Whitney 2,000 horsepower engine. And it had, that one has the Curtiss electric prop on it. And I had an airplane just like that. And the guy was coming across the field going to do a victory pass. And just about the time he hit the middle of the field, I noticed something fly off the airplane. What the hell was that? And then the next thing I know, the whole prop in the front of the engine was flying off in the other direction. Oh, shit. So that airplane had the canopy that you slide back. It didn't pop off. The next thing I see, the canopy's gone. Out comes the pilot. And the thing crashed about a mile and a half down the field. And what it was the Curtis Electric had a problem with overspeeding.
So the prop basically spun
That
off.
was really a shocker for me to see my airplane crash. So then the next one I got, this is a B model, and I got a C model, a C-25 model. And it had the bubble canopy, and it had the Hamilton standard prop, which was a lot better prop. And that was I crewed that one until the end of the war. But that was the most exciting thing that I went through. He went through a lot more exciting things than I did.
More like frightening.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, it
most
would
of them, there you go.
Scare the hell out of me.
Experience was when the war ended on VE Day.
Oh.
Just got home. All the boys were celebrating, and bells and whistles and
Yeah.
guns were going off and everything else. In fact, it was so bad they wouldn't let us leave the base because they didn't want us to. But just the very fact that was taken off their shoulders was a real experience.
Yeah.
The combat, Bill, did you see any
Did you see combat? Or?
Well, combat, yeah, there were several. It's a little hard to explain. Mostly it was seeing the other guy get shot up, or sometimes turbulence. We ran into each other, and the English weather was pretty bad.
What
Did
would
you fly in the fog?
Yeah.
There was a lot of fog to fly in England.
Oh yeah, flying in fog all the time.
What their job was to do was to fly that airplane and drop as many bombs on as many German factories as possible to stop the Germans from making more guns and weapons to go kill our guys. The Germans would send up smaller airplanes like that to shoot these guys down. So his job was to, in simple terms, fly the airplane as straight and level as he could
Yeah.
to become the perfect target while his bombardier waited, and then dropped the bombs. So if you can imagine driving down the freeway,
Yeah.
okay, you're in a bus,
Yeah.
and you got 15 guys in little Mitsubishis trying to run you off the road and kill you. That's what he was doing. 35 times.
What altitude did you generally drop them at?
Well, I'd say from anywhere from 25 to 30,000, something like that. Unpressurized. They were unpressurized those days.
If you didn't have your oxygen mask on, you'd pass out in about 30 minutes, or 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. And guys were shooting at you. Pretty rough stuff.
Wow.
It was awful nice to see the old White Cliffs of Dover when you got back. At least you know, maybe you could glide in from there on.
And you ask about combat people, you know, okay, for every one of what Bill did, you had to have at least 8 to 9 people supporting that, of what Joe did and what all other kinds of people would do. Because for every guy that stands there, you know, with a rifle in his hand, you got to get him food, you got to get him transported, you got to get all the supplies and everything necessary. So it's a massive undertaking, and it's not just the guy who's out there dropping the bombs or pushing the thing. Without guys like Joe, his airplane never flies.
Yeah.
So it's a big undertaking. This is not small stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think about it, it's a wonder we won the war. Trouble was the Germans were dumber than we were.
With as many screw up as we had.
Did you see Joe's plaque over here? It says, arguing with Joe's like wrestling,
Oh,
pig in the mud.
Yeah, it's funny.
okay.
After,
I
That
got
is
more
factual.
crap like that. You can take a picture of that. if you
Yes,
want.
it's funny. I could get it. Oh, cool. That's all the questions I had.
that's fantastic.
Oh,